Minister, I would now like to hand over to the Minister for the Economy and Finance, who has a number of points to cover in relation to local businesses and use of masks in particular. Thank you, Prime Minister. The 11th of May is a day where we will see businesses opening again. For the past 2 months, we have lost a lot in terms of growth and in terms of jobs. Therefore, we need to kickstart our economy. We need to do so all the while respecting the current health situation and the health safety of our employees, because businesses do need to go back to work. As of the 11th of May, all those businesses that were closed will be able to open again, with the exception of social venues like cafés, bars, restaurants, as the Minister just mentioned. For those businesses, we will set an opening date at the end of May. I would like to share a word of support for all of those restaurant owners, employees working in the tourism industry, events, cultural industries, in the sporting industries. They are all going through very harrowing times, and my thoughts go out to them. 400,000 companies will be able to open, 400,000 businesses, or 875,000 jobs, thousands of hairdressers, clothing outlets, florists, 3,300 bookshops will be able to go back to work. As for shopping centres that are larger than 40,000 square metres, as the Interior Minister just mentioned, they will be able to open again if the local prefect agrees to it, and with the exception of the Greater Paris area. This is because the current health situation, as outlined by the previous ministers, compels us to delay the opening dates for those areas. Our economy has slowed down, and this is why the 11th of May needs to be a chance for us, an opportunity for us to kickstart the economy, and this is so essential for sectors of our economy, like the building industry, which can open up to and get back to 85, if not 90% of its previous activity levels. And these are sectors where they will be almost back to normal working levels by the end of the month. For the automotive industry, factories will be open once again and employees will be able to go back to work. I would just like to also say that the Prime Minister and the French President requested us to do so, and as we have done since day one, the state is standing side by side with our employers, small company owners, very small company owners, medium and large enterprises. The state has been on their side, and the state will continue to be on their side. For example, we will continue to carry forward the Solidarity Fund for all of those beneficiaries right up until the end of May. A florist, a bookshop owner, or a hairdresser will open up on the 11th of May, will still be able to benefit from that Solidarity Fund, simply because their regular sales are lower than usual. They will be able to benefit from that fund. Moreover, as ministers have mentioned in the past, employee contributions and employer contributions for the month of May will be completely null and void. And this is applicable to all businesses that had to close down for administrative reasons. They will not have to pay those contributions. Obviously, for us to be able to go back to work, we have to ensure that the health of our employees is protected, and therefore masks must be made available. Masks for healthcare providers, as was mentioned by the Minister for Health, masks will be made available. Single-use masks, or even masks that are made at home using AFNOR recommendations that can be made accessible via the internet. Distribution will happen across the French soil and will be carried out by government agencies, by local government agencies. And I would like to thank all local governments. Major logistics will be put in place to ensure that masks are available in pharmacies, in tobacconists, so that everyone can access a mask. Again, the VAT will be set at 5.5% on all masks that are AFNOR compliant. We need to ensure that everything is in place so that as of the 11th of May, our economy can be kicked back into action. And the Prime Minister has mentioned on multiple occasions that we are going through unprecedented times and that it will have an unprecedented impact on our businesses, but we need to limit that impact. And I strongly believe that in kicking our economy into gear is a way of getting back to normalcy, and we have taken all of your concerns in mind in doing that. Thank you very much, Minister. Our last speaker to present the